Everybody, Stuff from the High Moon Podcast, man. So, I wanted to talk about this Pop the Balloon guy, Aaron, right? What you're looking right now is his current humanitarian efforts for his GoFundMe that's raised almost $14,000, right? This is the guy right here, Mr. Ninja Turtle, who went viral for getting into it and back and forth with a chick. Saying I could pull $100,000 out the bank. You're not qualified, right? Went viral. Then he proclaims that he has gotten fired from his job, right? Odd. I didn't think he really did anything to warrant getting fired, but that's what he said, right? And now he's, had to put this GoFundMe and, Weapon X, I recently went viral on websites, gaining millions of views. False allegations have been promoted in order for people to make money, discrediting me. I was fired from my work today due to these videos. Today was honestly the first time I cried in a while. Getting my license in plumbing was my biggest accomplishment. It took years of hard work, yada, yada, yada. Oh, right. He wants to provide plumbing services to Army veterans, single mothers, single fathers with those are probably management issues and those on disability. I mean, this is a good paragraph, right? This can pull on the heartstrings. He's getting close to his goals. 460 donations. Wow, man. Right? Talk about striking while the iron is hot. However, that's probably not the case, right? So, look, MTR, mediocre tutorial and reviews. Look, when it comes to this type of stuff, he's one of the best in the business in getting these viral people, right? Whether it's through DMs, interviews and everything. And, look, he's been taking some heat for, interviewing this Aaron guy, Mr. Ninja Turtle, and not really validating the gentleman's claims, right? I'll link the video to MTR. So I'm just doing my commentary, skipping around, okay? So just letting you guys know, all right? So this is part of the video, is the communication that he had with the gentleman Aaron via the DMs. Look, he's asking about what's the name of the place that fired you, right? So
speak about any damn thing. And I own it. I take accountability for that. No excuses. Okay, well, I wish you the best, I said. My credibility is now in question because of lack of proof / receipts. I'm gonna go live in the next couple of hours to discuss this with my audience. Take care. You like that message? You just worried about making content, not worried about the consequences I may face. You may face. What are you talking about? What?
Exactly. Like, that's the confusing part. So, this whole back and forth, he's being very shady, right? Of not listing the employer as well, of what company fired you, right? It's crazy that people can just come up with any cockamamie story and start a GoFundMe, right? And get thousands of dollars, right? I mean, this is the society we're in right now, right? MTR, I'm not going to put this all on him. He does take accountability, so I respect that. But I mean, he should have vetted this. I understand what he's doing. You want to get the guy who's going viral and everything and put him on your show and have him interview. But it can be very negligent, and it can come across as MTR ignorantly being complicit in this potential fraud going on, right? Most likely this is fraud. So
what consequences besides that you lied? Potentially, allegedly. I mean, I really don't know at this point. All you got to do is provide the receipts, baby. That's it. This whole shit would just go away. You get the GoFundMe money. That's all you have to do. But the way that you are now moving,
it is very crazy, right? Right. Yeah. All he has to do is just list the employer, right? The fact that you're saying, it was funny because in these early in the text, he's like, he's negotiating and stuff. I'm like, what are you negotiating about? So are you fired or are you not, right? He's talking about negotiations. I'm like, what the hell? What are you negotiating? Like, it's either black or white. You lost your job or you didn't, right? You're negotiating your termination. What? But yet you're quick to run and start a GoFundMe, right? Absolutely insane.
in totality with the other information that is coming out and will come out about you and your lifestyle is way more damning. It's way more ridiculous than I could have ever imagined.
And sorry to interrupt again. I believe that he has like 7 charges in 7 different states or something like that, like something outrageous, right? So this dude's a pookie. I didn't look into what exactly the nature of those charges are or whatever. it was, but absolutely crazy, right? But this is in Arizona, and then this is pop the balloon shows and absolute trash, right? This is for people to go viral, it's for people to have their 15 seconds of fame, and look what this has produced. It's produced fraud.
What I thought was going to turn into a way to advocate for a man that was unjustly treated because of his presence on a game show has now turned into somehow you becoming the victim once asked to prove your particular situation. See, a man of integrity and truth would jump at the opportunity to show me the evidence. But this is not how you're choosing to move. Therefore, I sense deception. I told you we were no...
Yes. Absolutely deceptive, right? Like, once again, you know, all this will go away if you just list your employer, right? I mean, I don't know how simple it can get, right? I mean, he's moving like a snake, or in this case, you know, moving like a turtle, you know, popping his head in and out of his shell. You know, I mean, this guy's a bona fide fraud at this point, right? I mean, I don't know how anybody can believe. Later in the vid, he explains that the money, MTR says that the money is, like, he doesn't have access to it. So this could be under investigation currently, right?
Negotiating, and I would get it to you. But do what you gotta do. You already switched up on me. Shout out to the queen of accountability. She stepped into my live stream that I did yesterday, the Abba and Preach response live stream. And she super chatted that she was gonna do additional work to...
Yeah, so later in the video, let's get to the part. He brings up the fact that this is really good, what she did or what she had to say. She did the internet sleuthing. I thought it was very interesting, very compelling. You know, so let's get to the part. Let's see here. Let's see, is this the part?
But first and foremost, I'm hurt regarding this. like, you know, to trust somebody and then to go back and it may not be.
Know that this man has been going viral all over social media, and everyone heard this story about him getting fired after doing the dating show, that they felt inclined to donate money and continue to make him more viral than he was at the moment. Mm-hmm. I did not talk about it initially because I wanted to investigate before I started to support someone who's telling us.
Right. I feel like MTR, he's realizing that that's what he should have done. You know, considering how big his platform is and everything. I mean, he's already said he's owned it, so I'm not piling on MTR whatsoever. But, you know, in situations like this, yes, I get it. Someone went viral and all those things. But, I mean, he mentioned it, right? The people are questioning the integrity of his show. Now, I don't think MTR lacks integrity or anything like that. I think he tries to be upstanding the best he can. He's not perfect. He's human, right? But you know, in this internet space and how big his platform is, and for his own personal brand in business, it would have been very important for him to at least, you know, do the digging or have somebody in the know. You know, I'm sure he has resources and connects to do it. But yeah, so he gets his lady, Queen Accountability, to explain.
That's a story that is so believable that you want to donate. So what I first did, NTR, is when he created the GoFundMe a week ago, I looked at the GoFundMe and he emphasized that he does humanitarian efforts to single mothers, fathers, veterans, disabled. And, you know, it didn't sit right. He bolded only that part because when you're reading the whole paragraph, you're inclined to go right to the bolded part. This man is helping out veterans and people that need his help. And so I need to donate. And I just felt like that kind of reminded me of Rhoda Osmond. I said, maybe they're related. Maybe this is her cousin, because this is so believable. So I did my research. When I went to Aaron's Facebook, I noticed that everything on his Facebook was about him, his body, working out, doing pull-ups.
Exactly, right? This dude is in insane shape, right? You know, massive, right? And this lady went to his Facebook, and like there's no plumbing affiliation whatsoever on his page, right? All about his looks and his fitness, right? This is the man who says he can pull out $100,000 a year. Now, maybe he does have a plumber's license. We'll get to that. I was like, okay, well, maybe, he, has a plumber's license. But this lady quickly proves that, is that the case, right?
Sit-ups, doing push-ups, everything related to fitness. I was looking even for the picture he used on GoFundMe of him in his uniform. There was no videos, no posts of any of this humanitarian work that he's being praised for. I'm sure a veteran or a single father or a single mother or a disabled person would have said, hey, this man helped us in our time of need. But I didn't see not one receipt. So we know that a lot of his exes came out and they gave us a little bit of tea, and that helped me to do more research on him. When I did a check on Mr. Sloan, I didn't see a license on file that's connected to his information.
Oh man, right. Just with a little more time and digging, you will get to the truth. The truth will always come out. In this case, she tried to find his plumber's license because that's public information. Like anybody who runs like a barbershop or any type of trade, electrician, you have a certified license that is public to verify that you are certified to do this kind of work. And for Mr. Sloan, or I guess his name is Aaron Sloan, whatever it is, that's it seems like his plumbing job is mythical at this point.
And being in education over 11 years, we know all about education. It's linked to your social. If you got a license, if you got a degree, it's going to pull up in any background check. Don't see one for Mr. Sloan. Never even saw a post.
So you're saying if you're certified, it's easy to find these things. There's probably like a database that you can go into to assure that he's certified. Is that what you mean?
That is correct, MTR. Like if I wanted someone to do a facial, I'm going to go to a licensed esthetician.
Right.
But before I get her services, I'm going to verify that she does have an active license in that state.
So look, I'm gonna post a link, like I said before, to the full vid. Check it out if you haven't already. So credit to MTR for doing this follow up and everything, man. But for this Pookie, I mean that's more. I mean I don't know what can be more damning than that. But what an absolute shame, right? This guy's a criminal, apparently, had charges or whatever it was, and now he has gone into wire fraud of some sort, right? Or this is this fake fundraiser. She mentioned putting all this in bold. Nobody's gonna read all this, right? So it's very crafted. He don't sound like he's very articulate, but when you're trying to get money, you will type with the best of them to get people's money, man. What a shame, right? What a shame. And what a shame for that dumb Pop the Balloon show, right? If he was smart, I feel like he could have still make some good money going viral without having to defraud people, right? There's many ways he could have took advantage of it, start his own channel, it may have taken time to grind, but guest appearances and stuff like that, or even if you do appearances for free, you're getting visibility, people are going to follow your page, you're going to make more content, stuff like that. You can do inside scoop on your dating life and everything and really push this, right? But we see that this is not true. This is not true. And what a disappointment, for a brother black man caught up in these shenanigans, right? Scheming Pookie is what we got here, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, man. What a wasted opportunity. Another brother has a chance to capitalize on the moment, and he chose to go down the wrong path. And I can see him getting in some serious trouble about all this, man. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.